unchanged.
Turn back the clock on that.
Welcome, traveler! May I interest you in a new organic printer from Tarashi Mikoto?
No thanks. I have enough scrap on my ship as it is.
That is too bad. Printing yourself a new pet is all the rage back in the homeworlds.
I bet it is.
Excuse me, sir. May I have a word with you?
Sure.
Jan Davila. Good to meet you. I happened to overhear your conversation about scraps on your ship. You don't happen to be a scavenger by any chance? I've heard that scavenging is a big thing in the Beltogrades, and I'm keen on making a significant investment.
Well, if you're looking for unused junk, you should check out Cedo. They even have a whole junkyard there rotting away on Nerea. Last time I went, it was completely free of outlaws.
Oh, you've been to the place. Then maybe you know someone there you could introduce me to.
I just briefly met a scrapper bot who's stuck there.
Perfect. I can pay you if you get us acquainted. Nerea, you said? That should be easy enough to find.
To get there, you'll need a jump key for the Cedo gate.
Don't worry. My father brought me keys for all kinds of gates out here. It's my turn to uphold the Davila family name and expand our business to the Beltogrades. Let's meet at the junkyard, yeah? Looking forward to doing business with you.
Sure. That was weird. What's your present condition?
I have fully adapted to the new craft and am in the process of acquainting myself with you again as its pilot. My databanks, as discussed, remain out of date until I am permitted to link to Eterna.
How about your personality protocols? Are you capable of switching?
You are dissatisfied with my default settings? Please, feel free to experiment.
I might just do that, Hive. noticed that you put out a job request.
Ah, hello. I haven't seen you in a while. And yes, you are correct. This time the job is about Bloodstar. You have heard what happened to them.
Depends. Something new?
They've disbanded. Their boss was taken out by some maverick upstart. I would very much like to shake the hand of whoever that was.
Whoever it was might prefer to keep it on the lowdown.
Anyhow, with Bloodstar falling apart, there are other parties interested in stripping the abandoned stations for whatever they're worth. Specifically, a certain databank somewhere around Palimon, which is being sought by a client for a high price. I'd do the job myself, but it's a treacherous undertaking. Some old Bloodstar haven't quit the area just yet.
Scavenging stations is kind of a pastime of mine. Simply point me the way.
You'll be looking for a sizable databank. If you find and return the particular one we need, I will split the bounty with you 50-50.
I'll be doing most of the footwork here, right?
And I have the contact. You won't be able to sell the package without me.
Transfer me all the info you got. I'll look into it. Trash and tetanus. Yep, I really came back to this soul-forsaken place.
Did you not tell the businessman that Charybdis Pole was free of outlaws? As it stands, I am unable to confirm this.
You mean that Bloodstar unit over there? Maybe I should check it out. Hey, did that Bloodstar just disappear?
That would be physically improbable. I assume they simply went into hiding.
Oh, great, you're here. I just finished my soda. Let's go in and do some business.
After you.
Welcome to Charybdis Recycling Plant, where your garbage is our future.
That used to be my line. Good to meet you, sir. Name's Jan Davila. May I speak to the owner of this place?
He is at his desk over there.
Ah.
Well, he looks kind of relaxed. Whatever's left of him, that is.
What happened to him?
He is awaiting redeployment.
Very patiently, I'd say.
What a sad story. I can relate. But with the original owner dead, salvage law allows me to take claim of this place.
You really want to do this?
Of course. Tell me, robot, how does this facility operate? Is it AI-driven, or do you pay scavengers?
Nothing beats an AI.
Great! We can save a lot of credits if we don't have to worry about paying an actual workforce.
Say, that AI running everything, is that you by any chance?
Negative.
Well, that's a relief.
We use multiple units based on the same operating system. All of them are broken.
Broken?
Only 2 drill units may still contain operational copies, but they have drilled themselves into the ground.
Salvaging machines can be bought, but a new AI specifically designed for this terrain would be very expensive. Would you, what's your name, by the way?
Adam.
Alan, would you mind checking the drill units? I really just need one in good shape, so I can make copies for the remaining machines. I will pay you, of course.
Sure, sounds simple enough.
great! You can literally smell the potential of this place.
I'm not sure that's what you're smelling, but sure. So, apparently there are 2 drills with functional AI units which randomly dug themselves into the ground. Makes you wonder how intelligent that makes those units.
Well, they assessed their situation and determined that their only way out of this hellhole was down. I would say they are indeed very intelligent.
Found the first hole. This one's busted. Junk covering the holes. It must have been a while since the drills dug themselves in. Outlaws again? I wonder if these drones belong to the Bloodstar unit we saw earlier.
Another to Stardust.
All right, fingers crossed.
It is in a fragile state, but still operational.
All right, better not touch it then. I'll let the businessman figure out how to salvage it.
Shoot back. We have no beef with you.
Coming from Bloodstar, that's a first.
I know that guy. He's the one who's been hunting down our people for a while now.
Is that true?
Hunting down may over-dramatize it a little. More like you guys seem to keep getting in my way.
Told you, I'm blasting him here and now.
No, hold it. Let's talk first.
Feel free, but I'm keeping my crosshairs on him.
What do you want?
Bloodstar is falling apart, thanks in part to you. If we want to survive, we need a fresh start. That's why we came here.
More hostiles are incoming.
Have your people stand down or I'll shoot.
That's it. I'm clearing him out.
I said hold it! Look, we have nowhere to go. We're tired of being outlaws, and we can't leave Cedo without keys. We know you've been busy around here, and we're offering to work for you.
Seriously? I don't know if you're stupid or naive asking for help from a complete stranger you're pointing guns at.
For soul's sake, I told everyone to disengage. You were right. We're desperate. Now, what do you say?
Sorry, I don't have any vacancies. But there is a chance that I can get the new owner of this yard to hire you.
You're not talking about that scrappy scavenger bot, are you?
No, I'm talking about an investor from the homeworlds who just arrived. But the way I read him, he'll only consider you if there are no alternatives.
We are the only alternative out here.
At least the only one with an organic brain. Give me some space so I can figure this out.
Thanks. It's all we're asking for. Okay, everyone. Let's scram. We shouldn't be this out in the open.
Are you seriously considering sabotaging the drill for these criminals?
To be honest, I could relate more to these Bloodstar exiles than to that opportunistic Davila guy.
What if both sides are not compatible?
If the Bloodstars were willing to get along with the guy who shot up their bases, I'm confident that they can get along with anyone.
How did it go?
You seem to have some squatters around here, so I'd be careful heading out if I were you.
All right, but what about the drill units?
One of them's fine. I'll give you the coordinates.
Perfect! This will do nicely.
So you still want to invest in this dump?
Of course! At college, I was always the top of my class. Recapitalizing this operation will take maybe 2 or 3 sol years. Once this place turns profitable, I'll be off looking for my next project. So I won't be here for long.
If you say so. The fake Okar were seen near the transit buoys.
I propose identifying this fascinating hybrid class as Mokar from now on.
Don't get too used to them. It's my job to turn them into an anomaly that will hopefully be gone soon. Okar drones and an outlaw vessel.
I am instantly charmed.
That's it for them.
I recommend picking up the piece of debris dropped by the drone. The piece is human-made and sports a serial number. I will run it against some databases and see what I can find.
Help!
Nice shot. Placed yourself in this predicament.
Just chill out and watch the master at work, Hive. Managed to destroy the convoy. Tell me, Hive, were there Makar among the attackers?
No, they were all human.
That's something, at least. Can't imagine the trouble once people believe Okar are blowing up their freighters.
I have finished analyzing the piece of metal from the Okar drone. It is registered to a ship trader in Seafast Downs.
A ship trader, huh? Maybe our source. Let's check it out. those tubes?
They contain dead anemones. The only remaining sample still alive is located over there.
Wow, this is a rare piece. We can certainly make use of this. It's all spongy.
I assume the scientist can tell you more about it.
Everything else here is either dead or long gone. I guess this wraps up our investigation.
We detected 2 more of our drones destroyed by colonial energy signatures.
Yeah, that was me. And once again, they were controlled by a human.
Humans are physically incapable of commanding an Okar vessel. But then again, I was told you are an adaptable species.
We are currently on our way to the trader who may have modified the drones. With a bit of luck, this will all be over soon.
This is what you humans call optimism, correct?
Not sure if all humans have that.
Many of you died in this cluster during the war, and yet you keep returning expecting to find good fortune. You do not plant a seed on acidic ground, unless you are a fool or an optimist.
I assume that's one way of seeing it.
The usual?
Maybe. Just give me a minute.
advised that Bloodstar units are about to jump in.
Won't they ever learn? I went to the research station, but it was in shambles. Raided, I'd say.
No, not now. They were so close. They've been bioengineering hydras to neutralize radioactivity. My people at home need this.
I found a Hydra sample, if that helps.
Show me. Yes. This is it. Please, as a sign of gratitude, take this.
Very well.
Nice to hear something supportive from you, Hive, for a change. this is where the Makar parts originated?
Indeed, the trading station is right down there. It appears we are not welcome.
This whole place is in shambles.
Destruction is rarely absolute. I suggest following the pipes and see where that leads us. We may still find a clue to this mystery.
Ends.
Oh, yes it does. Believe me.